Dink, dink.
Get up.
Dink.
Get up.
Dink.
God.
Welcome back.
Your mic just came out of your mic.
Your mic just came out of your
No, it
mic.
didn't. My mic's fine. It's not manhandling it.
Welcome back to the Jenna and Julian podcast.
Stop.
I had to position it right.
What, by moving it in a circle?
Oh, I have to calibrate it. Okay. Someone said the Jenna and Julian podcast with the Dr. Phil theme song playing, except every time Julian touches his mic, it gets louder. Did it just go in one ear for you?
Yes. Welcome to the Jenna and Julian podcast, where we have to regulate everything ourselves. Boy, you better get back on the floor and go fix
I'm
it.
going over.
Oh,
I'm going.
There you go.
I'm going.
Okay. There you go. It's better.
This episode is brought to you by the Skim. You are not currently dominating your conversation. Damn it.
I'll fix it.
They won't.
Julian. Okay, that's better. No, it's worse.
Oh, God. You are not currently dominating your conversations at work, but you could be with the Skim. It's
Julian.
a free newsletter that goes right to your email inbox with all the top stories.
It does. It's free.
All you gotta do is subscribe. All you gotta do is subscribe every morning, concisely packaged email, all the top news stories in the world, right in your email inbox. We're going to go to the Skim, that's THESKIMM.com/Jenna Julian, and you sign up right now, get entered for a chance to win a $250 Visa gift card that you can spend on anything, but especially stuff that we'll show you later in the podcast. Stick around, folks. Also brought to you by the Tracker. Guys, let's get rid of that ritual you have of looking for your keys before you go, because the Tracker is a tiny little coin-sized tracking device that you can keep track of all your important things with right now. Go to the Tracker, that's THETRACKR.com, promo code Jenna Julian, and you get 20% off. You got to get one, okay? And Tracker's 30-day money-back guarantee means you'll have nothing to lose, literally nothing. And if you keep it, you'll lose nothing.
True.
Anyway, welcome.
Do you need to catch your breath?
I should drink some of this.
What is with you?
I don't have. You're with me.
You just went like this. You moved your mic in a circle. You went like this to go move the whole podcast table.
Silly
and then you
babe.
ASMR slurped your tea.
Silly babe, nothing's with me. Welcome back to the Jen Julian
Oh my
podcast.
God, Julian. I don't know if you've noticed this, Julian, but someone sent me a Utopia hat that I'm wearing currently.
I have noticed it.
They sent it to the P.O. box, and it said that this was one of the original hats from the show given to the crew that has now been passed on to me. And I have to say, it is probably among my favorite possessions.
Shouts out to Utopia.
Utopia. Let's make a brand new start.
I would say, why don't you cry about it, but you're already doing that. Hold on one sec.
Where are you going? Okay, Julian.
Yeah, I gotta straighten out the frame. Everything's fine. It's all good. Shouts out to your Utopia hat and the person that sent it to you.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty cool. All I see, though, is orange floating letters. I don't see any hat.
Oh, doo-doo.
Okay.
Anyways.
Can you scoot over a little bit? I feel a little bit crowded.
What the hell?
I'm joking. You can come back in.
I don't want... No.
It was a joke to begin with.
You told me to, get away from you, so I'm over here now. Okay, you spilled that onto your pants.
They don't need to know that.
Julian, you're being nasty and out of control today.
I'm not. I'm being in control.
You're being nasty and out of control.
I'm not. I promise. Believe me, I'm not. Okay.
Julian, I'm a Virgo. Okay?
Julian wakes up in the morning. Jenna,
I'm a Virgo.
Standing over me.
No, the first thing we wanted to talk about today was the fact that Julian desperately wanted to meet a cow or a pig, which he's never done before. And he finally met one today.
I did. It was a really, really special day.
We went to the Gentle Barn this morning.
If you live in the LA area or in the Missouri area, They're opening one in Missouri. You should check it out. It's really cool. It's an animal sanctuary.
Yeah, it's basically an animal sanctuary.
Yeah. I have lived in California my whole life. I've taken many, many, many drives up the state of California, passing by many farms, seeing so many cows. Never touched one. Never got up close to one ever in my life. And it's always been something I really wanted to do.
Why did you want to meet a cow?
I guess it's become something more on my to-do list lately because I've been eating plant-based for the better part of 2 years now, and I don't know, something about like. I feel like it would do something for me in person to like actually hug a cow, just pet him and just realize like it's just a big old dog. You know what I mean? It's just a nice creature that just wants to live its life. Anyway, Jenna had talked about the Gentle Barn for a long time, and we finally were like, we have a day off. Let's go do it. So we did it today, and man, it was special. It was really nice, and it was such a weird experience, to be honest. Like. There were so many positives that I'm going to take away and never forget about today. But then also I just felt like the people who were there were just really bothering me. I guess, like, first of all, we didn't think there was going to be that many people. Second of all, why do people have to act like such idiots around animals? I don't understand. Anyway, sorry.
Was meeting the pigs and cows like what you expected? What did you expect going in, and what was it actually like?
I expected them to be sweet and like pets and kiss me. I didn't expect to like see all their personalities and see how they all kind of coexist, just like a group of dogs would do the same. Like we look at dogs that have personalities and different little traits and are cute for this reason and cute for that reason. And I never thought that's how, cows would be, or that's how pigs would be. And they were. Even the goats were funny. Like, it was very interesting to see them all have their own little thing. They're all very, very characteristic, if that even is a sentence. They have a lot of very strong characteristics that make them not just a cow or a pig. They're just, they're buttercup,
Julian fell in love with a cow. She was basically giant peach. She was blonde,
a big old
like
blonde cow.
lychee.
Her name was Buttercup.
She was a dairy cow.
She was so cute.
She kissed Julian a bunch.
She kissed my arm. I vlogged the whole thing.
You probably
it's gonna go up
salty.
on Tuesday. I'm probably salty.
But
it was special, man, and it was like it was cool to hang out amongst the animals in their like home. You know what I mean? Because anytime you drive by like a big pasture or whatever, and you're like, it'd be cool to go see all of them, but they're not really like. I don't know. It just felt like very like a sanctuary. It felt like a home. It felt like they were all happy. It was their house. Like they had their play area. They had their sleep area. They had all this. It was very cool. It was a cool experience, and I would definitely encourage anyone who wants to go see an animal for any reason to go check it out. But maybe go on like a rainy day, so there's no other people there because
yeah, the people were pretty. It was pretty frustrating.
Like kids were running around. Like parents weren't even. Like telling their kids not to like run around and like pet the animals that weren't supposed to be pet.
That's not quite like the right way to say it, because there's nothing wrong with kids running around. It was the fact that you could tell that there was people there, especially even parents, that were using it as like a teachable moment for their kids to show them like what a cow is and where their food comes from and that we need to respect them and all of that.
Yeah.
And there were other parents that were there with like groups of kids that were clearly just trying to kill time on a Sunday and didn't really care and or respect the fact that it's not a petting zoo.
I know. It was like, it felt like a lot of the kids who didn't have any like strong leadership in a parent or a chaperone or guardian or whatever you want to call it, like it just felt like they were there to be at a petting zoo. And that's like, it just felt annoying. Like,
it's not a petting zoo.
Yeah, and like a lot of these animals were like in horrible situations before, and now they're rescued at the sanctuary. So a lot of them are like rehabilitating, and they're not quite ready to be around that sort of energy or even be touched. They'll let you know like certain animals you can't pet because they're just not ready for it.
And it was, well, I think the most annoying thing was just the fact that there were a lot of people there, and B, you could clearly tell the people that were there to visit animals in a sanctuary, and like you have that experience.
You could pick those people out of
and
the bunch.
the people who were there because let's instead of going to Disney, let's do something for a couple hours and go pet some animals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, a lot of that stuff is hard to hear because there's like a horse that's like has one eye. It's just an eye socket. And like, you know, that chicken laying on the ground that his leg, because he was born
with a birth
like
defect.
genetically modified. And there's like little kids almost stepping on this chicken because it's laying on the ground because that's all it can do with his leg up in the air. And there's no parent being like, hey, let's take a moment and be respectful of the fact that there's a chicken laying on the ground in front of you. You know, it was just like, oh man, except there was an emu there named Earl. And every animal that is out for like, you know, visiting and saying hello, there's a volunteer they were fantastic.
Yeah, all the volunteers are great.
But they'll tell you a little bit about the animal and, you know, where they don't like to be pet so people don't just jam their hands in there. And she was like, yeah, Earl's our only emu. He doesn't like being pet on his back or his feathers. Sometimes he likes his neck rubbed, but right now he's taking a little nap. And this grown-ass man just walks in front and, like, puts his face next to the emu and, like, grabs it by its neck and starts scratching it for a picture. I'm like, sir, this is not a petting zoo. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to know about Earl? You don't care about Earl? You're just here to get a picture with Earl? Boy.
Yeah, that was the most frustrating thing. You'd be having there was a lot of times where I'd be having like a nice moment, like meeting a new animal that I've never met, or seeing a really sweet animal that's being nice to us or letting us hang out. And a lot of those moments were just like violently interrupted by like an annoying person, an annoying human being who just didn't know how to be a respectful person, and was like either petting an animal they shouldn't have pet, or like literally turning their head on like away from their kids, so their kids were like chasing around this fucking peacock,
like under a cow.
This peacock.
Oh,
and,
that peacock was making me crazy.
Yeah, and this kid almost like
this poor volunteer has a net because the peacock has gotten out of its enclosure, which, mind you, is just like a simple fence, so obviously he can jump up. But they're trying to keep him in there.
Yeah.
And so he's like got a net because the peacock he's like refusing to go back. He wants to come out and chill in the main area.
Yeah.
So the volunteer like gets a net, and there's kids just being like, oh my God, it's a peacock. And there's like no parent, nobody being like, hey guys, this nice volunteer here is trying to corral that peacock back into his pen.
Yeah.
If you could just step back. But the volunteer, you could see, is clearly looking at the kids and looking at the peacock like, should I net this peacock and like just emotionally damage these children? Or should I do my job and get this peacock back in his pen? Like, hello, I would need some help right now. This would be really helpful if someone could just move the children so that I could use my net. Whatever. It was frustrating.
Yeah. For me, the emphasis is on having a tender moment and having that be interrupted by a shitty moment. Mm-hmm. Like we met these 3,000 pound genetically modified cows that they rescued from a slaughterhouse. Huge cows. Like I had never seen a cow anything close to this big. It was actually kind of like disturbing. You see cows that are like bigger than they should be in real life.
His name was Gentle Ben. He was like the size of an elephant.
He was huge. And and I had just watched the movie Okja, and sorry if this is like a whole lot for you guys right now. You know, we're not trying to make this a super heavy podcast, but it was a big moment. Like, you know, no pun intended. I'm like, look at this cow. I'm like, oh my God, this is intense. And then I see this girl like walk right up to his leg, and the volunteer's like, oh my God, please don't do that. Like,
well, because she had already said he has arthritis
he can't
in
really
his
stand
knees
that well.
because he weighs 3,000 pounds and he might trip and sort of fall around you.
Yeah.
You know,
overall, I'm happy I went.
It's an incredible place, and they did an incredible job.
I would love to go again and maybe take a group of people that are my friends, and we can like rent out, like, because you can do parties where you like have the place yourself. I don't know, but it was cool nonetheless. I got to meet a cow. Like I said, I vlogged most of it. There was a couple cute moments that will be in the vlog tomorrow. So, you know, if you care enough, check out that. But it was fun. It was great.
Well, I'll ask you this question. As a vegan, did it help you to finally meet the animals that in the past you had eaten?
Well, we kind of talked. Yeah, we kind of talked about this when we got back, and you basically were like, you know, you've already been vegan for a long time, so it must feel pretty good to go there after you've kind of been that way for a while and have that reaffirm. And that's true. It did feel good. And I would just say it's like a reaffirming feeling. Like a lot of times I'll think to myself about the choices I'm making when it comes to my diet and why I'm making those choices. And there are definitely times when it is definitely hard. It's like, it's a hard, because you lose sight of like, what exactly am I trying to accomplish, or why am I doing this or that? So today was all about reaffirmation for me. Like, it was meeting these beings and kind of like having an emotional connection with them, which is something I've never really pursued or had the opportunity to do, or created the opportunity to do for myself. I know the opportunity's been there. You know, I've lived in LA. I've been in proximity to that place forever, but it was very reassuring. It was a nice feeling of like, okay, maybe this is why you're doing that, you know? And that was a nice feeling. And that's something that I'll always remember about today, and I'll take away for a long time. And, it was a great, like, happy boost, you know? We spend so much time with our dogs because they make us happy. But you never think about having that same happiness come from other animals.
I do.
Well, for me,
my goal's always been to buy a farm boy. So if you want to be with me,
you want to buy a farm boy?
You already know that's my end game.
I thought I was your farm boy.
No, not a farm.
You said I want to buy a farm boy.
Yeah, no, a farm, not a farm boy.
Farm, comma, boy.
Oh, God. I was just saying, like, after I guess I'd never been to an animal sanctuary before. I've been to some of sorts, but not for livestock animals.
What were they, like, just chickens and stuff? Or is that livestock?
That's livestock. I mean, I've been to animal sanctuaries for, like, zoo animals and that kind of thing.
Like zebra?
Yeah. To where they, like, took them away from a circus and then they put them in a proper environment. So they're not being, like,
Speaking
exploited.
of zebra, want to revisit that comment from your Facebook?
Oh, yeah. So this has been like sort of mind fucking me for like a week. But on my Facebook every Tuesday, I post, I'm like, hey, just let me know what you guys want to see for a video tomorrow. Because I do always still, although I hate Facebook and I hate fucking using it, it's the most cohesive way to lay that out because tweets are sort of all over the place.
It organizes comments well.
Right. So I still, to this day, I always write on my Facebook every Tuesday the best that I can. Like, let me know what you want to see, because I do like people's input, and I do like to make things that people are requesting every so often. And in that post, I wrote, like, hey, I just took some ZQL, or like something goofy. Like, I'm going to go to bed, but I hope you're having a good day. Let me know what you want to see tomorrow. And one of the comments was, claims to be vegan, drinks chemicals. Okay. Like, am I not allowed to take medicine as a vegan?
I don't know. We're actually kind of looking for insight here. Like, do you know what they're talking about?
Am I not allowed to take, like, Advil? Like, is that against
I don't get it, though.
I don't
Why
I
is
don't know.
ZQL... I mean, I personally know that
And then Julian
ZQL's
made a joke.
from zebras. Okay, so don't drink ZQL.
That's what he said.
It was a joke, though, because it's obviously not. It's a sleep medicine over the counter that doesn't have any animal products in it. Does it have animal products in it? It doesn't.
Not that I'm aware of, but, like, I understand that maybe that person's thought process was, like, you eat a plant-based diet, and so you take plant-based medicine? I don't know, but, like...
Well, being a vegan doesn't mean you're homeopathic. Like, you only have homeopathic treatments on medicine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, am I not allowed to take Advil? Like, am I not allowed to have a sore throat and, like, take a cough drop?
I think they might have grouped... And this is a mistake that happens a lot amongst stupid people. No, I'm just kidding. They grouped Western medicine with animal products, right? Like westernized medicine, which is like ZQL.
Well,
like
I'm sure there's some medicine
drugs.
that has animal products in it, but
Probably.
they were
Well,
specific. No,
like
Julian, they were
gelatin,
saying
capsules.
No, not, they weren't even saying that. They were saying specifically is vegan, drinks chemicals. Okay.
Hold on one second. I gotta do. Hey Siri, are chemicals vegan?
I found something on the web about a chemicals vegan. Check it out.
What is that voice?
It's Siri. What, have you never met her?
Like, I'm just.
She didn't know that.
Like, I'm at a loss, though.
Well, comment below if we're wrong and we're crazy, or if we'll leave you that person's
Like,
username and we can all team up on it. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Like, I think I understand what they're trying to say, but, like, what are you telling me? Like, if I had a surgery, like, I demand that no one use any type of, like,
You don't use any soap on me. Don't use any antiseptic on me. Don't use any, no painkillers, no nothing. Don't touch me. No anesthesia. When I go to the dentist, I go to a holistic dentist that, first they chime a bunch of music around me and then they only use colors to heal my cavities. Like, I'm really confused. What do you mean no chemicals? Drinks chemicals? Am I not allowed to drink chemicals? Genuinely confused. It's been mind fucking me.
Babe, put down the ZzzQuil and drink some echinacea, okay? Yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly confused by that. I don't understand it.
Like, if I clean my house, I have to do it with only water and, lemon juice and vinegar?
Lemon juice isn't vegan. I don't think water is either. Or vinegar.
Anyways, though. No, I was saying, I'd been to other animal sanctuaries in the past, but never, a livestock animal sanctuary. But I have, because I'm from upstate New York, been to other farms.
And you met them.
But they were on the weekends, they would open their family farm to the general public.
Which is dope. I wish I did that as a kid.
5 people.
Yeah.
And we'd go in there and they'd be like, all right, here's the kitten. We just had kittens. I want to hold a kitten. I was like, me, can I have 4 kittens? Can I hold them all? And then just carry around with you. And then you go and you meet the pigs and you meet the piglets and the cows. And, in the gift shop, it's like their kitchen. They're selling you their cheese, their milk, their everything. So they are an operating farm that operates for a profit. Their animals are there for a profit.
The animals are working. They're not retired and relaxed.
You do meet them. You do have an experience with them. It's not quite the same as meeting animals that are this is their last hope. They can't work or, we met dairy cows that, had terrible things happen to them from being dairy cows.
Yeah.
And, they would just be discarded or killed.
Yeah.
But they go to the gentle barn because that's where they can live and nothing's going to happen to them. But at these places, it's these are currently working animals. Yes. And so the message is very much come and enjoy yourself on our farm. And this is how we make milk and where we make milk. Yeah. And these are our pigs. And, we use them, we slaughter them to make bacon and whatever. But it's a very different experience going to an animal sanctuary to where the message was at one point please don't bring in any meat or dairy out of the respect to the animals. And we have vegan hot dogs. And would you ever consider doing a plant-based diet? Yeah. Because it's, once you're exposed to that kind of thing, someone's going to be like, hey, would you ever consider this?
And
I understand.
It's an important distinction to make that the farms you talked about visiting growing up, the small family-owned farms where they have 10 cows making dairy and whatever, you know what I mean? A small amount. It's not a huge operation. There is a big difference between that and the meat and dairy industry where they have slaughterhouses and factory farming. I mean, obviously we can go on and argue about this all day long, but I just think it's an important distinction to make.
Yeah.
That there are certain farms that aren't just evil everywhere.
Right. But I think that there's certainly a lot of people that go to a place like the Gentle Barn that are thinking to themselves oh man, all these animals are abused. This is so sad. This place is so great for rescuing them. But the animals that are, abused, a lot of them are just animals that were in the meat and dairy industry.
Normal animals.
Right.
They just
survived.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't make the connection. It's not like some evil jerk in his basement beating up a cow over and over again, and then he ends up at the Gentle Barn.
Yeah.
This is a dairy cow that was forced to have babies over and over and over and
almost killed.
Yeah, and they saved her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
But it's interesting that when you go to an animal sanctuary, the message is very different than when you go to a family farm and the message is this is where your food comes from and glad you had a good time. So keep buying our meat and dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really
cool.
And I'll link the Gentle Barn below if you guys ever want to check it out. It's a cool place.
Or any animal sanctuary.
Or any animal sanctuary.
Or you can just Google it because it's pretty great.
But speaking of animals, we recently met a full-size greyhound on one of our walks. His name was Titan. And we immediately said to each other, we want to get a greyhound.
No, we've been saying that for years.
Well, yeah, I know. But every time we meet one, it becomes at the top of our list again. So then we were like, but we can't have one in this house. we need to get a house first. Then we can get a Greyhound. So for the second half of the podcast,
we've been working towards a house for a lot of years.
we've been working towards a house, and we're gonna get one eeventually. But maybe we could speed it up. We could speed things up today. Okay, we got us some lotto tickets.
Yo, we got $88 worth of scratch tickets.
We just went and spent $88 on these lotto tickets. Okay, guys, we're gonna scratch them up. Okay, and hopefully
we will win a dog.
Hopefully we can get a dog. And you know what, guys? If you don't have the disposable money right now to go do this, it's okay, because right now you can sign up for the skim.com / Jenna Julian, and you could be entered to win a $250 Visa gift card, which you could spend on lotto tickets.
More than what we have.
You could win that right now. All you gotta do is go to the skim.com. That's THESKIMM.com / Jenna Julian. What is the skim, you asked? Oh, I know the answer. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on in this world, okay? There's news stories everywhere, jumbled info there, jumbled info here. What the skim does is it takes all the important info, consolidates it, packs it up nice and tight, like this big,
oh my God,
and sends it to your email inbox for no cost at all. All the important things you need to dominate your conversations at work, okay? Dominate them. Do not let another person get a word in. Read the skim.
Don't listen to him.
You can sign up right now and thank me later. It's free, guys. This is not a free trial where you have to pay later. It's free always, every day.
See you at the water cooler, Karen.
I know. Someone's comment last time. That was hilarious. The skim makes it easy for you to be smart with the latest on world news, politics, sports, and entertainment. It takes all the top issues and puts them into easy-to-read email. All right, guys. I'm telling you, you should do it. Go to the skim right now. It's free. All right? You don't even have to buy anything. Just go THESKIMM.com / Jenna Julian. Those are our names. And you're signed up, right? Just subscribe. But you're also entered for a chance to win a $250 Visa gift card, which you could possibly also spend on lotto tickets. And then once you get the lotto tickets, right, and you buy the dog, but you don't want to lose your dog, you get a tracker, right? You just put the tracker on the dog's collar.
Did you just segue within a segue?
And then the dog will forever be tracked by the tracker app and the tracker device. Okay, it's very helpful. What is the tracker, guys? It is a tiny little coin-sized device that you can track your belongings with. You don't have to lose your keys, your wallet, your phone, your backpack, your dog anymore, because you have the tracker. 8 years ago, Tracker changed everything when they released their first tracking device, and now they've done it again with the new Tracker Pixel. It's even smaller, it's sexier, it works better, it's amazing, okay? When you lose an item that has the Tracker Pixel attached, use your smartphone, and a 90 decibel alert will help you find it in seconds. It even has a powerful LED light, so you can find it in the dark. You can even find your stuff if it's miles away, because every Tracker user is part of the largest crowd network in the world. My Tracker Pixel makes my life easy. When I travel for last minute trips, I put one in the drone bag, I put one in my equipment bag, I put one in my carry-on. Okay?
And my backpack.
Nothing is getting taken from me, because I will find you. And when I find you, I will dominate the conversation with the skin.
Did you triple segue, Julian?
I just went back. Right now, go to the Tracker. That's THETRACKR.com. Use promo code Jenna Julian to get 20% off any order. Guys, it's a small device that can make a big difference. I highly recommend it. Check it out. Thank you. Now let's get to scratching.
Oh my God. Wait, no, let's hold on, because I don't feel like we fully clarified the logic process.
Yeah, we gotta explain why we're doing this.
So in our current house right now, which we rent, we've lived here for like 3 years.
In 2 months it'll be 3 years.
Yeah, and people are always like, why don't you just buy a house? Blah, blah, blah. It's very expensive. A lot of you guys know that. And we have been working. It's not like we're not working towards a house. We are. We want to do it in the right way. We want to get a house that suits our needs and our future needs. And our current landlord charges us per dog per month.
Yeah, we're kind of getting boned pretty hard right now renting this house with 3 dogs, so we can't have 4.
Even still, he was like, I don't think that we told him about ad, but I don't think that there's anything explicit that said we're not allowed to have a
We can't have a 4th dog.
rodent.
We're not allowed to have a 4th dog.
We're not allowed to have a 4th dog. Like
Yep.
the reason we're allowed to have 3, and in the past I have had to pay extra to have 3.
Because the combined weight is nothing.
Right. Their
It's like the combined weight is
like
1 dog.
35 pounds.
Yeah.
But it's really, and it's because they're not big. They're all small. But if we got a big dog, then that totally changes it. And I don't know if landlords are legally allowed. I know there's people fighting that law about people legally being allowed to have X amount of dogs. Like I know the cap is like 4 or 5 or something in the state of California.
Yeah.
But that they can't charge you extra and do fucked up shit just because you have a dog. I heard that people are trying to fight that law.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
But basically, someday when we like finally save up and do it, or win somebody
We
gets
win,
some
win it
scratch
all
tickets.
today. Our first thing is we're going to get a full-size
Right,
greyhound.
it's our green light to finally adopt a racing
Rescue,
greyhound.
and we actually have been researching this organization called Grey Save.
Yeah,
And it turns out Titan, the one we just met, is from Grey Save.
Yeah,
so
she
that
was
really
like,
cool.
oh, you guys want to adopt a greyhound? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, I got him from Grey Save. And I was like, girl, you do not know how often I browse that website.
You mean my homepage, Grey Save? That one? All right, so I got Lotteria Don Clemente. What do you have? Set for life, win $4,000 a month for 25 years.
So we spent $88.
It's a good amount of money to spend on lotto tickets. We never, ever buy these. So we're splurging, I guess you could say. So I got to figure out how mine works.
If we win something, I don't know. What do we have to win in order to get a house? What happened to my coin?
Oh, I see. Okay, so caller cards. Okay, so scratch off the caller
Why is yours
card.
in Spanish?
Because it's the Lotteria.
Oh, okay.
Don Clemente.
All right.
I have to scratch off the caller cards and the one bonus caller card to reveal 15 symbols. Then I scratch the corresponding symbols on the Lotteria card that match the caller card symbols. Match all 4 symbols in a complete horizontal or vertical line in the Lotteria card to win a prize.
Mine's just numbers. You just scratch mindlessly. Anyways, while we were doing this, though, Julian.
Oh, we want to talk about a new show we were watching. Okay.
Guys, we're trying to win a dog, okay?
We're trying to win our dog.
We're just trying to win a dog.
But while we do this, since you're not just sitting here watching us scratch. Oh, I got a shrimp. Okay. We watch a show. We finished it. Jenna finished it. I haven't seen the last episode. It's called The Wheel. It's called The Wheel. And
This is the wheel.
No, that's not the right theme song.
Let's make a brand
The premise of The Wheel is that 6 people, 5 or 6? 5.
6.
6 people volunteered to be on the show, and basically what they did is they dropped 6 people into the 6 most extreme climates of South America. There was the tundra, the mountains, the wetlands, what am I missing? The
Bush plains,
and there was one more. Whatever. They were all very gnarly, like alligators in the wetlands and the bush plains, and then they had the mountain, which was like snowing at some points, and they had mountain lions. It was crazy, and these people had to survive. It's actually kind of a funny show. It's goofy.
Fucking sick.
It's dope. It's like Survivor Light.
They win nothing.
It's like the free app version of Survivor.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were watching, and this dude, what was his name? Luke, who's an absolute beast at surviving. Like he was making
But he
the most
wasn't in the
exquisite
beginning.
houses. He was hunting, and not in the beginning, but towards the end, you started watching. And you're like, oh, this guy's great.
You're like, damn, Luke came here to fuck.
Yeah. So basically, oh, I see. Oh, I don't even have to scratch those. Oh, okay. Basically, he's at the wetlands and he's hungry, right? So he's like, fuck, what do I eat? Turns out there's a whole fucking like swamp of caiman, which are basically alligators in this like swamp right near his camp. He's like, maybe I should just go like hunt one of these caiman and like kill an alligator and eat it. And we watched him and he was actually doing it. He walked over and he ended up actually killing like a baby alligator and eating it. It was crazy. But we were watching this episode and we were joking around because it was so funny, because we were like, imagine if you're one of the other alligators just like sitting there, watch him like take your friend and like eat him in front of you. And we were like, they're probably just like, this boy over there eating Jared.
Did he just kill Jared?
Because we named the alligator.
Hey, has anybody seen Jared?
This boy, eat him.
Shh. It smells like Jared. Is that boy killed? Did that boy kill Jared? Is he eating Jared? Oh, who gonna get Jared's mail now?
It was so funny. But yeah, that was like our favorite joke of the show. I don't know how to tell if I won. Okay, so this is very confusing.
Babe,
the tree, the barrel, the harp,
what the
rooster,
fuck is going on over there? Julian, I'm trying to win a dog.
The crown. Okay, crown boot.
I wish you could just scratch off the lottery ticket and just win a dog.
Spider, Spider, we got spider. Umbrella, we got umbrella.
What the hell?
The parrot, do we have parrot?
I have won absolutely nothing.
Okay, I didn't win on this one. Wait, drum, watermelon, lady.
Babe, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Babe, it's fine. I need melon. Give me melon.
Oh, guys. I won another ticket.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It just says ticket.
Bell. Rooster. Where's Rooster? I don't have
Man.
Rooster. Okay, I lost that one. This one's F's in chat.
F's in chat.
All right.
What's going on with that PUBG invitational thing?
Oh, so I think it's basically PUBG getting officially like involved in esports.
But can anyone compete in it?
I think you have to qualify.
Qualify.
I think.
Try.
Or maybe you can. Maybe you can compete. Anyone
In
can compete.
squads or solos or duos?
I think they probably have playlists for everything.
Why don't you try to qualify?
Because I will absolutely get so murked. It's not.
I
even
would
funny.
love to watch you get murked.
Oh, I love you too.
Whenever BlizzCon does that like Hearthstone tournament, I'm like, man, how do I fucking do that? I want to play Hearthstone on a giant stage and watch people fucking laugh at me as I lose and get my ass beat.
Oh, dude, I'm one away from a $30,000 prize. I missed it though. I missed it. Let's try it again. The fish, the mandolin. Mandolin.
Guys, we trying to win a Greyhound. It probably costs like slightly more to actually adopt them than it does to buy these tickets. But it doesn't buy us a new landlord.
The cactus.
It doesn't make us our own landlords.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah, that's right.
So if we get a new dog, sometimes they come with names. I would never change their name. But if we got to name them, Julian, what would you want it? You want a girl? Julian wants another girl.
Yeah, I want another girl.
What would you name a big girl greyhound?
Jamae.
Private school girl?
No, just Jamae.
Julian.
JA'Mai. Jamae.
Did you tell them how you spelled Jared? Oh, they eaten Jared? That Jared?
Eaton Jared. It's Jaraad. That's how you spell Jared. This is hard to multitask with. Because you have to like double check these.
What are you talking about? Mine's super easy.
Oh, okay. I'm going to win $30,000.
I'm just, where do you live? Where do you win for life?
BRB, I'm going to win $30,000. The spider. Got the spider. The bonnet.
Oh, I have to uncover a life symbol.
No, I didn't win.
Automatically win $4,000 a month for 25 years?
That's pretty healthy. I like that. Yep.
What if I live more than 25 years? Are you saying I'm going to be 55? Oh, okay. Speaking of that, can I tell you something super fucked up?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, babe. Oh, fuck me up with the fucked up shit.
So you know, like when you're a senior in high school and they do like, they usually throw, or you throw yourselves, I guess, like some sort of senior bash or party or whatever before you graduate?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hi, hello.
I had grad night. It was my version of that.
Yeah.
I am listening.
So,
Got you.
I love you.
Love you.
For ours, we had a thing called a lock-in where we all stayed up for like a whole night.
We had that too. It was like grad night. You stay up the whole night.
Yeah, and you're like in the gym, in the cafeteria, and there's like activities and stuff. And
Yeah.
what's going on
I almost
over
won
there?
$30. I was like this close. I'm listening. Okay.
I feel like if we win $30, we should send this to a Dink fan member, right?
What? Just the $30 in cash?
Just the ticket.
Just the tickets. Okay. I'm down.
So we had this thing called a lock-in.
Yeah.
And, there's activities all night or whatever. And in the cafeteria at one point, one of my best friend's mom was a psychic and she was there, but she didn't do my reading. This other lady did my reading. And, they were psychics.
I'm listening.
And so she's like giving me a normal reading, like, saying whatever bullshit. And then she was like, do you want to know how you're going to die?
Oh my God. No.
Or no, she didn't even say that. She told me like when I was going to get married, how many kids I was going to have. And I forgot all of that, obviously, because then she just out of the blue was like, you're going to die when you're 65 in a foreign land.
Oh my God.
Or maybe she said in your 60s. I'm not
God, that was so loud.
I'm sorry. I was trying to exactly remember it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little brain scrambled. But she like told me that I was gonna die like in my 60s,
In a
quote,
foreign
in a
country.
foreign land. And no,
Which
no,
is-
no. She said in a foreign land.
Land,
And I said,
okay.
what does that mean? And she goes, it's just somewhere that's not your home.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So I get like, I'm fucking pissed because I feel like no psychic should really ever tell you that unless you like explicitly go to
What, tell
someone.
you that you're gonna die?
If they even could tell when you were going to die. But this girl told me, or this woman told me when I was 17 years old when I was going to die. And not how or anything.
Yeah.
But it's been like really annoying and it pisses me off that she said that because it was really fucking inappropriate. And even when I went and did the thing with the psychic twins, I was like, okay, can you guys clear something up for me? Because when I was in high school, this psychic told me that I was going to die in my 60s in a foreign land. And they were like, no psychic should ever fucking say that because it's terrible. You know what I mean? And it's like it makes me angry, but it actually sometimes really helps me. Like when we're flying, and I hate flying, it really scares me. I don't like it. And there's like a lot of turbulence or something dramatic is happening. I'm like,
You're like, the psychic is right.
no, this is not how I die. Everything is fine because I'm gonna die in my 60s in a foreign land. Everything is fine. Isn't that annoying?
Yeah.
What if someone just told you, like,
you
against
don't
your
want my
will?
opinion on all that.
Why?
I mean, especially the psychic twins. You know how I feel about them. But
Well, how do you feel about the psychic twins? Oh, you just don't think that it's... Oh, I want another ticket.
you want another ticket? I haven't won anything.
What happened, Julian?
There was a technical difficulty. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, boy. More technical difficulty than you playing with the headphones for the first, 3 minutes of this podcast?
No, there's no such thing as more technical difficulty than that. Oh. I haven't won anything. Not even a ticket. Boot, umbrella,
I won 2 tickets.
bell, rooster. I won
What?
$10. I won $10.
What?
I won $10.
How are we going to get a dog with $10? I need to win for life.
I won $10. Can you win more than one winning on one ticket?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, what'd I do with... Oh. I'm losing stuff. Ugh. What a, terrible way to win a dog. Why can't you just uncover a greyhound and it says, you win a dog and you're your own landlord?
All right. Well, we're $10 up. Are we opening all these right now? Okay.
I mean... This really isn't even a good way to gamble. It's not even an effective way of gambling.
Is there an effective way to gamble?
Yeah, actually, you're pretty good at blackjack.
Blackjack is fun for me. The more I play for fun, the more I win. The more I try to win money, the less I win.
Yeah, true.
Because when we were there in Vegas with Chris and them last trip,
Yeah.
I won a lot of money because I was just having fun. I was
Yeah.
literally not even trying to win.
Yeah, I feel like if you're one of those people that stays up all night trying to win all their money back, you end up farther in the hole.
Yeah, that's a dangerous game.
You got to have a set amount of money and then stop after that.
Definitely. Definitely.
It's really sad when you see people just lose all their money and then they don't know how to stop or when to stop.
Oh, it's so sad.
Guys, just get $88 and go spend it on a bunch of crappy scratch tickets that ain't never gonna get you the dog.
True.
For real though, we're not gonna name a dog Jamae.
Why can't we name our dog Jamae?
Can you explain to them that reference at least? In case they
Jamae,
don't
private
know?
school girl. It's a Chris Lilly show. Is this a boring podcast? I don't know. It's a Chris Lilly show. For those
I never
who
know
Chris,
what's a boring podcast.
Chris Lilly is an incredible comedian and Aussie. He's Aussie, right?
I think so.
And he made a bunch of shows with these characters he did. And one of them was Jamae, private school girl. It was this rich girl, and it was him playing this girl, and it was just one of a kind. It's
Pretty funny.
It was so funny.
It's pretty legendary.
Pretty legendary, I'd say. Maybe not Jamae.
What would you name a full-size giant peach, basically? Probably a little more mellow than peachy, because
Yeah.
we're gonna get them not as a puppy.
Yeah,
They're a rescue.
something goofy. Torple or
Julian, no.
What?
Okay.
No?
You trolled me in my own video when you said that my little half face was Torple, and then someone tweeted me "Hey, Julian, good Office or Parks and Rec reference," and I was like, "Boy."
so what? What's wrong with Office or Parks and Rec reference? You like Parks and Rec?
Oh, Oh shit, y'all!
What'd you win?
We done did it!
What'd you win?
$3!
I thought you actually won money. Fuck.
Yeah, right.
Okay, canoe. Bonnet.
Like, do you ever, like, once in a blue moon, though, just really get the urge to do, like, a scratch ticket?
No.
It's
Is
really
that bad? I just won $5.
I won $3 and a ticket on the same card. Damn. Now I can lose two more times.
I like to make up my own rules with these tickets and then bring them back and just try to explain to the person that I won.
They just scan the barcode and it tells them whether or not you win.
I'll have them scan what I want them to scan.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll understand. I'll talk to them.
No, I like scratching lottery tickets. Actually, like
It's quite a rush. Ooh, we can do it.
Okay,
Ooh, what a rush.
don't be nasty. I actually used to play them every once in a while when I lived in Boston, and then I would save them in my glove box in my glove compartment in my car for if ever I was like, because I didn't have any money basically ever. That was also back when Bank of America, if you overdrew your bank account by like 50 cents, they would charge you $35 every single time. And so I would really I would go into that red sometimes. And I would save them in my glove box in case I needed like laundry money or like emergency money. I would go and cash some of my little like $5 winnings and be like, hell yeah, I'm going to be fine.
Balling on it. Hold
That's
on.
a good idea, though.
Yeah, of course.
It's just like cash if I had any at the time.
Yeah, and it's like a small purchase that could win you big.
It's true. You know?
This is Utopia. Maybe if we win $1 million, we can fund Utopia to start up again.
Okay,
Now we're
guys.
talking.
That's what we're scratching
Now
these
we're
for.
talking.
We're scratching them so that we can fund Utopia. This is Utopia. Let's make a brand new start. Were we FaceTiming with Roman Collin the other day when they said that when Bowie grows up, they're going to let Bowie watch Utopia?
Really?
Maybe they didn't say
Why?
that. I think it was a joke. What do you mean, why?
Why? You're setting herself up to be disappointed because it ends after one season.
There's not even a full season.
It ends after half a season.
Yeah.
Oh, these are duds. Okay. I won.
This is Utopia. Anyways, in the comments below, why don't you guys leave me some of your favorite canceled TV shows?
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
That is loud as fuck, boy. What's your favorite canceled TV show, Julian?
Zach Stone is going to be famous.
Oh, that's such a good one. That was Bo Burnham's show on MTV. It was fucking hysterical.
It was too smart for its own good.
It was. Well, because I think Bo at the time was, still pretty young. He's still pretty young, but it was like
that was such a good show.
they made it probably in the hopes that it would take off with that demographic, like teenage girls, but it was brilliant, man. It was a great fucking show.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Damn, I missed that show.
Zach Stone is gonna be famous.
If any of you have watched it, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it was a great show. What else? What else did you like that got canceled?
Jersey Shore, but I hear there's a reunion happening. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Rumblings? There's rumblings? Is it announced, though? I think it's already
There's
announced.
been pictures of them.
Yeah, I think it's
right?
already pretty much announced. I would love to see that. I love Jersey Shore.
Even though they're all like older and have families and
Who cares?
sober.
Doesn't
and
matter.
I kind of agree with you. I'm still gonna watch
more
it.
Jersey Shore is more Jersey Shore is more Jersey Shore.
Even if it's boring, I'm cool with it.
Well, because the last season was such a bummer, and I hate that they ended on that, because it was like, there was so many good moments before the last season, and then the last season was just like, oh, Snooki's pregnant, she doesn't live here, oh, Mike's sober, oh, no one's really doing anything, oh,
Yeah.
Sammy and Ron are sort of together, but what, I don't really know, like, it was just, there was nothing. It was like a non-season. Season 5 wasn't.
Season 5 wasn't.
It wasn't.
So what do you think this season would be?
I think it's going to be a lot of, well, Snooki's a mom, but I don't think she's pregnant, right? Anymore.
No.
Or when they filmed. I don't know. Maybe she was. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Why?
Well, she can drink now.
But all of them are like grown adults. It's not going to be the same as them being like
want them to rage on the
21 years
shore.
old and like going and
Rage on the
doing
shore.
backflips in their underwear. Like, what the hell?
When did they do that?
Snooki used to like do cartwheels and just show her kuka, quote unquote.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm striking out here. I think I won $15.
Guys, honestly, it looks like we're just gonna have to keep working towards this greyhound.
Lesson here,
Damn
guys.
it!
Lesson here, guys.
There's no corners to cut in life, is there? Fuck!
Wait a minute. Oh, damn it. I didn't win.
How do you know if you're winning?
You have to do a lot of math. Crown? Give me a
You do
crown? Give me a
not.
crown? Give me a crown? No crown. Fuck.
You do not have to do math.
No,
on
you're not
it.
doing math, but you have to like line up objects, and it's very difficult, okay?
Really? What do you mean you have to line up objects?
So like these objects, you have to have these in your key box, and you have to line them up. So I got a
okay.
drum right there, okay? The
Oh, it's the Loteria!
watermelon right here.
You remember that Vine?
No.
El Escandera! Whatever. And she's like, fuck! Because someone else won?
No, I don't.
It's like bingo.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember that Vine. That's funny. Yeah, that's what it is. But I've won $15 out of all of them.
$15? You're doing better than I. I won $3 and a ticket. 2 tickets. So I can lose 2 more times.
Do you want me to help you out over there?
So he can let me down 1 more time.
Wait, what was that from?
They were talking about it. That's a joke. I want blank to lower me into my grave so they
you
can let me down one more time.
It's a meme, babe.
You're a meme.
So how does this work?
Yeah. Just scratch off the dollar signs, and then if you uncover that
This is
number, you
much
win.
easier.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it is, boy. I'm trying to win me a fucking greyhound. Like that article that said that millennials aren't saving their money to buy homes for babies or marriage. They're saving money to buy homes for their dogs. And I was like, I responded, I was like, our generation is dope. Yo, I won $5.
Hell yeah, babe.
I've won a total of $8 and a ticket. 2 tickets.
Wait, do these correspond to each other? Like if I...
No,
Oh,
every ticket is different.
every ticket is butterfly.
Like, that's literally what I'm doing right now. I'm scratching off scratch tickets
I struck out again.
so I could win another dog.
I struck out again. I struck out again.
I'm so sorry, babe.
Is that the last one or you have more?
That's the last one.
All right, guys. Well, we didn't win 30,000, nor did we win 4,000 a month for 25 years.
I won $8.
I won 15,
Whoa, what's that combined?
23,
Wow, okay, so what's 88 minus 23?
55.
Yo, this is like one of our more expensive podcasts.
It is 65. It's 65.
What the hell, man? That's
Yeah.
expensive.
We spent $65
That's a budget.
to do nothing. Thank you guys for watching the podcast.
I wanted to win a greyhound.
Maybe we'll win a Greyhound.
So you're saying I'm just gonna have to keep saving my money to buy a dog?
We got to get Greyhound scratchers to win a Greyhound.
All right, here's a new idea. Scratch tickets for adoptable animals.
Who's going to fund that?
Me.
But we have to win scratch tickets to fund it.
Correct.
All right, well, I like that idea. If we're not here next week, it's because we're chasing our dreams and trying to create a scratch ticket for dogs.
Yeah, but you could win like a ball python or like.
And when you win, you don't get a choice. The animal shows up at your house
It's
the next day.
yours.
It's yours. And if it's feral, it's feral. Like marbles. It'll just attack you like...
Marble's not feral.
Where's the feral guy?
He always keeps calling Marbles feral.
He's feral. Guys, make sure your pets aren't feral, okay?
I want a big greyhound. Imagine someday when you're watching the Jen and Julian podcast and you know that Kermit...
Dylan.
I had a ferret named Dylan that was a girl.
That's right, you did.
I can't name a giant dog Dylan. I have a dead ferret named Dylan. I loved her. I used to feed her banana every morning.
Dylan 2.0.
No. But imagine you're watching the Jen and Julian podcast and there's just like a goofy little face. But
Right,
she's sitting right here.
She's like-
And she's sitting upright.
I want a Greyhound. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, though. Hopefully you got something out of this.
Damn it!
Hopefully you got more than $15 or $23.
Damn it! If anything.
Guys, don't buy these scratchers
Don't
because
buy scratch
we
tickets.
try. Wait, do they? Isn't there like a YouTube challenge where I bought $200 worth of scratch tickets? Isn't that like a thing that went around?
I don't know.
It doesn't work. Okay, so we
Literally
we
doesn't
spent the money,
work.
so you don't have to.
We spent $88 that we could have saved.
Damn it!
for our future dog.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
I want to win a dog.
All right. Bye.
Bye.